waiting for you. I was rooting for you. Let's see. Mm, Y'all know. Y'all know it take me. You know I can't. I be struggling with the other mechanics of Instagram. Let's see. Hey,
Hey,
yes, Queen.
hey, yes,
Yes,
I'll filter
ma'am.
real quick. You
That's all
know,
right. You know,
um,
thing.
sorry that I was late because, I was literally rushing to this live appointment, literally rushing to it. I'm like, okay, can you hurry up and drop me off because I got an appointment on live. Like, please
Just like,
hurry it up.
mm-hmm,
Like,
mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm so excited to be on this live doing this series, and I think it's
Me
going to be
too.
great. It's going to be so great, so fun.
For sure. For sure. You
Yes.
looking amazing, Queen.
Thank you. This was just something I threw on, because I'm going
Yeah.
to the because we're gonna be in the Florida tomorrow for the Mind Body Soul event for TLC. So
Yeah.
I have literally been running around with like for that all day. And I had to tell myself, like, girl, it's okay. Like whatever you got is what you're gonna
Mhm.
give. Like,
That's it.
period. You know? So
This is the supply. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yes, yes. But
Well, that's
let's
good.
yes. I'm excited about that. But I really am excited to share with you guys about my journey with TLC and just my journey in general. Because I think when you join TLC, you literally like start a new part of your life. Like a
That's
whole
crazy.
new you is born. A whole new you is born when you start TLC. So just so y'all know in advance. So yes, do you want me to start? Or are you gonna start?
Yeah,
How you
you
gonna
can
do
start.
it?
You can
You want me
start.
to start?
Queens first. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you can ask me some questions. I'll give like a little introduction. So basically, my name is Brittany, and I have been. Can you give me Jayla? Jayla, can you give me a piece of toilet paper? My eye is burning. These lashes,
Oh,
y'all,
man.
they
Big blinks, a
really.
little blinks.
Yes, they be burning. Like I don't know, but so my name is Brittany, and I'm 30 years old. I started TLC in 2018. 2000
Mm.
no 2019 October 2019. I don't know what the date is. Let me get this paper. I don't know
Yeah.
what the years is. Shoot, but I started in October of 2019, and I really didn't start. I started this business because well, I just started the products because I wanted to lose weight. Um, you
Oh,
know, I literally, was really up to 265 after I
wow.
had my son. And
Yeah.
it was so crazy. Like I got really depressed, and it's so crazy because I used to see Coach Stormy all the time. Like I used to
Mm-hmm.
just see her like on my page. I didn't even know what she did. Like I
Yeah.
literally was like, "Why is this lady so fly, so inspirational?" And I was like, "Okay, what is 1,000 families? I don't know." So I started. My sister introduced me to the products, and
Okay.
it just went from there. Went from
Wow.
there. Yes.
That's cool. I did not know you were 30. That's crazy. I thought you
Yes.
were getting very 23,
Yes,
25.
that's what people be saying. Like that's you know, But when you get healthy, you kind of like age backwards because some of my old pictures, they literally I look older in my before pictures.
Yeah.
So when you start to be healthy, you just start to get fine, and people don't even know. People really definitely think I'm like 23, 25.
Okay. Come on, good
Yes.
genes. Yes. All
Period.
right.
Period.
That is
Yes.
cool. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and let
Yes.
people
What
know
about
who I
you?
am. I
Yes.
guess. Everybody know, not the fake, not the fabricated, but the real.
The
But
real.
yeah, I am Lux. Born and raised in Virginia. You feel me? Actually 27. You know what I'm saying? And I joined TLC in March of 2019,
Okay.
actually. And the same thing, I was just scrolling on Instagram. And then at the time, they had like, it's like the profile picture on 1000 Family was like got CBD or
Hmm.
something. and I had just started really getting involved in CBD and like selling it and stuff. Well, not sell, but like selling candy, CBD candy and type things.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is something I'm interested in. So me being the Sagittarius that I
You
am,
was
you know, I was like,
Sagittarius? Oh my God.
I
Wait,
mean,
wait.
the one and the only,
When is your birthday?
December 13th.
Okay, my birthday is December 4th.
Come on now. See,
Yes,
see,
exactly.
cosmic.
Exactly. I already see this is a divine connection. Period.
Period. Come on, Iceland. Yeah, come on, Iceland.
Yes.
But yeah. So I was like, took a risk per usual. You know, I seen something that even interests me, so I'm hopping in, and I really just started for the money. Honestly, I really
Okay.
just started for the money,
Mhm.
and before I knew it, I had a transformation. So that was just like a bonus for me at the time, because again, that was my main focus. The money was. And I had tried to lose weight a lot of times. So I didn't think nothing of it with this. And then I guess somehow, you got this now. So I'm very blessed. I'm very lucky. And that's why I tell people all the time, like, if nothing else, I'm always going to take my products because it really changed my life. My body is just a physical, a visual really of the transformation that took place in my mind. So that's
Yes,
how I
I
got here.
love that. You said my body. Hold on, let me write that down.
Yeah, write that down,
My
write down. My
body
body.
is a visual
Mm-hmm.
of what you say, of how I changed my mind or how what?
Of the transformation that took place in my mind. Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, write that down. Write that down.
Yes. I had to write that down because you be bringing the quotes. I be like, oh, let me write that
You know
down.
me.
You see me get my pen and paper. I mean, I'll be on it.
Yeah,
But so
you
that's
know.
interesting. So you started for the money. So what made you like? So did you just start taking the products, or like how did you start taking the products if you just did it for the money?
Yeah, so when I basically joined as a life changer off jump, and
Mm-hmm.
I got, I think like the Freedom Kit, whichever was like no, I got whichever one is with the the Brewed Tea,
Oh, okay.
NutriBurst, and
Mm-hmm.
NRG. I think it's one of them kits, and then I moved to the
One.
instant tea. So I started with the brew first, and then I moved to the instant because I love convenience. So then I moved to the instant, and that's always been my favorite since the lemon has always been my favorite since I moved. But I use them all now. But yeah, so that's why I started with the product because, of course, I got that where now it became a life changer.
Oh, okay. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so how's your life change like, growing this business and, losing the weight and everything, like because for me personally, like when I started the business, it was like slow vibes, like where y'all at, but then it then it really
Yeah.
took off, once I started being more confident in my business and I started just being more confident in myself, it started to take off and I started to see more, so at what point did what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Yeah, so basically, a few months in, actually, my focus had transitioned from the business, or strictly the business, to my like this transformation that I was having,
Mm-hmm.
and really, it was the personal development. Really, it was the community. Honestly,
Yeah.
um, it was having that support, just having conversations with people that I couldn't have with people around me that really kept me. I tell people all the time, like the products got me here, but the community kept me here.
Yeah.
And it was, just that alone, just like I said, having that community, having boss partners, 1,000 families, all these communities, and like other people like me, like other dreamers, because that's what they're called around here. It was like, wow, it was mind blowing. And it made me feel like, you know what? This really is for me. This is bigger than me. And I actually got the support to get there. So that's really what it was for me.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So
So I mean,
when
oh, go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. You go ahead, because I'll be talking, I'll be asking all the
No,
questions.
you're
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
so you said your sister put you onto the product. So was she using them first?
So actually, I feel like honestly, like my sister always be trying to put me onto some shit. Like whatever I'm trying to do, my sister, she just want to help me, not herself. Like it's
Yeah.
weird, but I was like, trying to lose weight. I had got a trainer and all this stuff. Like I actually had moved back home. I had moved from here because me and Asia had my son Soren, and we had him here in St. Louis because of the laws and everything were different than in Ohio. But because I was so depressed, I went back home to Cleveland. And when I got back to Cleveland, I was just like, y'all know what? I'm about to transform, and y'all about to watch me, right? But I didn't know nothing about the product. I just knew I had committed to spending $110 for a personal trainer. And I was doing, I had removed food out of my diet already. And I was just like, I was committed. And for me, whenever I'm focused on something, I'm focused. It's just like, y'all better get out the way. So period. So one day I was walking down the steps. I had told my mom, like, Mom, I'm about to transform. And I promise you, like, next year this time, y'all not going to know who I am. Like, I'm really going to be different because I can't be this person. I can't be depressed like this. I can't be all overweight. And I had only gained 30 pounds for real. Like, it was crazy. I only gained 30 pounds after I had my son, but it was just like, I had to pull myself up out of that depression. Nobody else was doing it for me. It's like when you have like mental health issues and stuff, like people, they say stuff, they be like, oh, you'll be okay, or what is it? But it's really you that got to pull you out of it. So for me, I was just like, no more, I don't give a fuck. So my sister, she was like, girl, Coach Stormy, she sells this tea. So I'm like, girl, what tea, girl? Like, because people have approached me in the past with Herbalife, with all type of different products, and I never have been a fan of products. Like, I'm like, go head on. I never thought the products was gonna work, nothing like that. So I literally, I was like, okay, because I fuck with Coach Stormy. That was the biggest thing for me. I was really fucking with her because I was literally watching her every day. I didn't know what she did. I was just, the personal development, the inspiration was just like, okay, I love this. So when she told me about her selling the tea, I was like, okay, let me look into it. And I'm like, let's go half on the bag. So we went half on the bag, and needless to say, I lost like 15 pounds with just a half a bag. Like, so I was like, oh shit. So I started doing more research, and that's when I seen Boss Lady. And Boss Lady, first of all, Boss Lady, let's give thanks to Boss Lady and Coach Stormy and Jack Fallon and everybody, period, right now, Boss Lady really, really, really set the tone for me because she was talking about her skin. I have really difficult skin. Like, I used to get boils all the time, like under my arms, in my groin area, just horrible, So when Boss Lady she was just really like all over 1,000 families at that time, she came in and shook shit up, So I was just like, okay, who is this? And she was just real as fuck. Like, who Boss Lady is, I feel like she could be my cousin or something. Like, even when I talk to her now as my coach, as my sponsor, as my mentor, like, I can relate to her. It's like, it's raw as fuck that she a millionaire, but it's raw as fuck that she is herself. Like, she gonna give it to you how you need to get it. So yeah, I got the products. We got the products from her. And then when I started getting the results, baby, I was like, oh, let me see it. I'm like, let me find out I can be one of these transformation pictures. I was like, let me find out. So I just kept taking the products. It's not a day. It may be 1 or 2 days that I go without the tea. But because, like, I don't even get the boils no more. Like, literally, I used to have to wear Band-Aids under my arms because the boils would never heal up. So now I literally can wear deodorant now. I literally, like, the CBD tea has changed my life forever. And so, yes, that's how I started the products and got that transformation. Like, and it's so funny that me and my sister started together because she still, people have their own journey. I'm not even going to say anything about that. It's just that everybody has their own journey and their own drive. I feel like me being the oldest, like, and when I turned 30, I was just like, we about to really take this up a notch. So, yeah.
Wow. See, that's crazy. That's a crazy. I can see that because when I had started at the time, my kid's mother was like using them too. Like we was doing it together in a way,
Okay.
and it's just different. Everybody got their different journey.
Exactly.
For sure,
Exactly.
same product, different journeys. For real.
Exactly. Can you turn the oven
Wow.
on for me real quick? Turn the oven on, 450.
Yes,
Exactly.
hungry too.
And very interesting. Um, so how do you, how has it been, because I know for me personally, I feel like ever since I started the business and I started taking it seriously, I don't have no friends, okay? All my friends is gone. I don't really talk to a lot of people. It's really like my social media family is my aces, at this point in
For
life.
real.
And it's just, so how has it been for you, in that sense?
Maybe it's a Sagittarius thing because it's the same. I tell you quick, like if it's not business related, it's not a friendship. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I talk to Jade like damn near every day. Like and I met her through Total Life Change. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
and it's crazy because a year ago I said I used to joke around like, I can't get off a Zoom having $10,000 conversations and then getting on the phone having $10 conversations. And that's how I felt. It was just like when you really start to see it's other people that's trying to do something, when you really see that there's other people contributing to a vision bigger than you, and it's not just you, you're not crazy. When you start to have these conversations with these other people in your lives, you start looking at them funny, like,
Who are you?
oh, that's what you're. Oh, okay, you're gonna be there forever. Okay, like that, you're gonna plant roots. You're not gonna grow. Okay, so
Right.
it was crazy. So yeah, I said that. I said that all the time. Like, damn, I really ain't got no people. But it's like at the same time, I needed that room. I needed that space to grow. And now I'm like even bigger because I found myself like dimming myself almost to meet people where they were. And like I'm all about meeting people where they are, but it's just like where are we going? And it was
Right.
just so many people. My eyes was just open. So yeah, I ain't got no friend. My friends are my business partners. That's it, honestly.
Exactly. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I mean, shoot, that's real life, and I mean, it's really. I feel what's really real to me, like for my journey, like I had to cut off so many people because we had depression in common. We had mental health issues in common. We had being broke in common, and it was just like, I don't give a fuck how much money I got. I'm not about to present myself like I'm broke. I'm not about to act broke, and I'm not about to be broke.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? So for for me, because that is one of the biggest reasons why I had to get out of Cleveland, because I feel like people in Cleveland are just jealous of each other. There is no like, oh girl, hey. And I mean, I think that's everywhere. I mean, I think black
Yeah.
people are becoming more happy to be around black people, but even here, these black people be kind of off. I think that your vibe attracts the tribe and the people that you meet. So Cleveland, I had to leave them where they was at. It's a couple, like my best friend since high school. I had to stop talking to him because literally it was just too much. It was too much. I was like he became my business partner in TLC, but he just was so doubtful, and the depression was really taking over his life. Like, I would be like, oh yeah, I got me my idea G5, I'm about to do a
Yeah.
pop-up shop, just so excited about the business and my growth. And he'd be like, oh, like just all sad and shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, one day I was just like, okay, and I just hung up on them. And because I was just always, how you always are like the one that's pouring into everybody else, and it's
That's
just
it.
like, when are you going to support me? When are you going to pour into my cup? So I had to cut him off, and it's funny because what's happening with his car? I don't know.
Um,
I don't know what's happening over there, but it's crazy because I mean I do like miss my friends. I had to cut off another girl I would consider like a best friend. Honestly, everybody from Cleveland I cut them off. Okay, except for my
yeah.
mama and my sisters. I don't talk to nobody from there. Just because it's just like, I'm not going to do these minimum wage ass conversations no more. Like, I'm not doing it. You know, I'm not about to have these fear-based conversations, you know, like everybody like, oh, well, what, you sure you really think this gonna work? You know, you really think you gonna do this? You really, yes, bitch, I do, because
I
I'm
do.
doing it, you know. So how about you support me and lose some weight too, you know? But that's a whole nother episode. So,
Something like
yeah.
that happened to me too. I was already kind of like, I have a problem, or I have a tendency to like give chance after chance after chance with people that I care about, and it was getting to the point like last year I actually had moved to Rochester, to upstate New York, and it was probably like the best thing I could have done. I ain't know nobody up there. I ain't have no nothing. Like, of course, me, I'm a hustler, so I made a way. I made it work. But
Right.
um, it was me
Always.
leaving that really, it really helped me get through. Really helped me sever those ties. It really helped me cut those soul ties, and to the point where I could come back down and actually do what I needed to do. I had to come back down for family, but um at least I know that if I would have stayed and just stayed in Virginia that whole all of 2020, it would have been detrimental to me emotionally, mentally, and probably physically, honestly. So I definitely get that about just sometimes you really just got to get up out the environment. Like you just have to, because it's not even just about what you say, what you do. A lot of it's just the energy and the vibrations around you.
It
And I
is.
just felt like I was getting consumed with it all. Like it was getting to the point where I couldn't even be in my own home at the time. And like again, that energy that was there, even though we didn't even speak, we didn't even talk, and I just felt so just full and just just felt like it was terrible.
Were
Like it
you
wasn't
in Virginia? You felt like that?
yeah, when I was in Virginia before I left,
Okay, okay.
and yeah, I could it wasn't enough stage in the world, so. Yeah, so I definitely get that. Like sometimes you just gotta get away and you gotta cut those people off. Like we're not gonna be scamming forever. We're not gonna be.
Exactly.
I
And
know
it's,
we're
I
here to
feel,
be.
yes, and I feel like Sagittarius are so optimistic. You know, I feel like we can, like, I've always wanted the best for people. And, you know, I'm just
Yeah.
going to say, as far as like relationship stuff, and I think maybe next week we can go into that. But
Mhm.
I just, it's like for so many years, like, I just have just tried to help people and inspire people and try to be the bigger person and try to be like, okay, maybe they need some time, or maybe they need this, or maybe. And it's like, just like when I had to cut my friends off from Cleveland, because I was really hurt by that. Like, honestly, like, it really hurt my feelings because I didn't feel supported when I was always supported. You know?
Mhm.
Like, how could y'all not support me when I always support y'all niggas? Like, you know, out of all the shit y'all be going through, out of all the depression, out of all the, you know, like my one friend, and I cut her off. It's crazy because she was my son's godmother. And
Mhm.
her father died around the same time, you know, that I started TLC. So I did have a lot of compare, but I recognize that people, it's not my fault what people go through. You know, all the time I was giving people excuses like, oh, well, they're doing this and they're going through a lot, and oh, you know,
Yeah.
all these things. But it's just like, it's always going to be something in life going on. So why should I count how I feel out? You know,
Mhm.
I
That's
don't
right.
know if that makes sense, but literally, that I was about to die.
Because we be going through stuff too. We be going through stuff too, and a lot of people, I'm everything you're saying, like I identify with because that's me. Like I go hard for people. I go harder for people's dreams than they do, and then I had to realize that that's not always good.
Not
You know
good.
what I'm saying? I had to realize, like, because people ain't even giving me a step. I'm pouring by the gallon. People ain't even giving me a sample. People ain't even giving me a sample.
Get a little baby water, like
All right. Son, just flick some on me. You ain't gotta pour it. Just flick it on me.
something, please,
You know what
please.
I'm saying?
Know, and it's crazy. It's crazy. And I feel like that is one of the biggest things that I teach my business partners, that you have to really in this season, when you start this business and your health journey, your business journey, whatever journey you want, you got to be selfish about it. Because when you start to be
Yeah.
like, oh, well, they got this going on, and oh, I got to help them do this. And unless it's like your child, then you don't have to. You don't.
Exactly.
You don't. Because I felt like for so long, it was like, even now recently, I felt like what would she do? What would she do without me? Like, I felt like I was so much a part of these people's lives, and I was so much a part of their support system. I was like, well, what would they do without me? Like, I would hate for them to commit suicide or be in
Exactly.
a state because they don't have my personal development videos, or they don't have my encouragement. But it's just like, people will deplete your damn energy.
They can all get greedy with it because they're not paying the tab. They're not paying the tab. So they eating.
Crazy. So, just leave them where they at. Shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the real gagger is that, which I don't even care for this. Some people do, but like, can you? Okay. So the real gagger be when like people didn't realize after the fact how instrumental you were in their life. And it's just like with me, like again, it takes a lot for me to cut a person off. So once I do, that's it. Like it ain't no coming back. It ain't no spinning the block. It ain't like that's it. And so it's really unfortunate because I know what value I bring. And so if you don't realize that till after the fact, by the time I've already closed the door, it's real unfortunate. And that's not even being cocky. That's just me really knowing what I bring to the table. And being in this past year has showed me that for sure. I've always known that I've supported. I've always known that I'm loving, caring, plus some for people. But this past year really showed me how I'm saying not me. There are people out there that and look, if you want, you need to elevate. You know what I'm saying? Like there are people that still love me, like that. I'm not crazy. Like I am that nigga, and that's it. I'm breaking that. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me?
No, we can't see you.
Y'all can hear me. Y'all can't
We
see
can't
me.
now, but I like you kind of look like a robot, like the pixel.
What? What about now? Where we at? Hold on. Damn. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What about now? What
Uh,
about?
it's coming
It's
together.
coming through. It's coming through.
Yeah,
It's coming through.
it's coming now. Yeah.
Y'all know I'm in the woods. Y'all know I'm in the woods.
It's
Okay.
right by the window. I'm like, not today.
Okay. Okay.
The Wi-Fi be tripping.
Hmm.
But so that's great. That's really great. And I will say, honestly, I felt that. I felt that because I feel like still sometimes and some days I'd be like, dang, I miss them, or dang, that's really messed up that I had to lose that friend. And I feel like I'm becoming more unapologetic. I feel like in the past 6 months, this whole year, we would say the past 7 months, I've been on a whole different page, whole different journey. I'm a new person, like that's why I be telling people like, who y'all saw even last month, it ain't me. It's not me, because every single day I'm requiring more from myself and really just stretching. And I'm so grateful you said that, because I gotta remember who the fuck I am. And even this current time in my life is very transformative. I feel like I still have to let things go, let relationships go and flow, and really just lead with love. It's not even really, for me, it's not even really like I'm upset about what anybody
Yeah.
did or what they didn't do, because I feel like, as me, I try for so long with these people, whoever I cut off, whatever, I feel like I tried so much with these people. Like, it's like I tried to give so much of myself, but they wasn't giving that shit back to me. So now I feel like what I'm about to get is about to be so motherfucking lit. Like, I just excited about that, you know? Like, I haven't even seen the gist of it, you know? It's like the little stuff, like even with me getting this apartment, like a lot of people don't know. So when I moved out my apartment with my ex, I didn't have no apartment. I didn't have, and so I was in the Airbnb for like 7 days, and my ex was really like, you know, she was supportive. She was like, oh, do you need storage? Do you need to do this, even before the move out date? So I was just like, it's going to work out for me. Why do you keep asking me these things? Because it's going to work out, right? So when it didn't work out, I ended up being in the Airbnb 7 days. 7 days and 7 nights, you know, the number 7 series. When I got this apartment, I didn't even do shit. I didn't do shit. Like, the lady was like, put in your application. And I was like, okay. My ass was putting in the application at 1 o'clock in the morning, half sleep. I didn't even upload all the documents on the damn application. And the next thing I know, she's like, you're approved. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm approved. In the apartment, I was just like, I don't know about it. It's a little tight, a little small, but God will give you exactly what you need, when He wants you to have it. And when I say the process was so easy, so easy, I didn't even pay the application fee. For her to be like, got approved, I'm like, ma'am, you didn't even see how much money I make. Like, what's going on? You know, but I was like, it's just something when you are like connected to a higher energy, and when you believe more in yourself, those things happen. And so, and that's why I be telling people with TLC, these motherfucking products is magical. Okay, they're magical products, and this is a magical business because it's spirit based. You know, that's why I cannot wait to meet Jack Fallon, John LeCarre, all these people tomorrow. Well, it's going to be Thursday, but because they are so spiritual. You know, they always say things that are like, put God first. Jack Fallon, he said, like, if you ever had a difficult situation with somebody or whatever, instead of like getting upset with that person, say a silent prayer about them. I was like,
man.
He's so raw. He's so raw. Like, for him to be about to be a billionaire, probably already is. He still has that foundation. So what that just tells me is I'm at the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
You know, and so what everybody else sees with people in TLC, they see something totally different from what it is, because we're not like them other MLM companies. We're not like them. We're different. And that's why you see is we have more Black and brown people, we have more spirituality, and we got more money. Okay, more money running up. We got the best products.
What more could you want?
Exactly. What do you mean? So I'm grateful. A lot of people, but you know what? The masses, they be scared though.
Yeah, it's funny you said that about the MLM, because I was told from someone that's close to me that I guess has done MLM before, because this is like my first real go at it. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I love it, you know what I'm saying? And I have people tell me that I've been spoiled by TLC, like regular MLMs don't be like this. And I'm like,
what do they be like?
Like, they say, like, it's like, I guess it's real money based. It's real, like, I guess cutthroat, dog eat dog. I don't know. But I'm just like, because you know what I'm saying? I be talking about TLC, like, yeah, you know, and they're like, yeah, it's not like that in the real world. What are you talking about? This is the real world. But I don't know. That's what the streets are saying, that it's not the same. I've been spoiled.
I guess so. Well, we gonna keep getting spoiled, baby, because we ain't going nowhere. Shit,
okay.
You know, I do know, like, the company, it works. They have like a subscription based compensation plan or something. Like, their compensation plan, you have like the customer has to commit to like a 3-month subscription type situation. Their products, like, they can't just buy one pack. I don't know. Shit, I be having vision. Sometimes I don't even be knowing about the other companies, what they do, what they got. I mean, because for what? What I need to know?
Yeah.
We got the best shit right here. Like it doesn't
Real.
it doesn't matter. But I think that everybody do their own thing. Herbalife has been around for so long. I see a lot of successful like Herbalife people.
Mm.
To, you know what's crazy? Like this is off business topic. Okay, this girl, this girl is in Herbalife, right? And I follow her on my second page. And so I'm like, let me follow her on my main page because she's cute, you know? So I'm like,
Yeah.
follow her on my main page. I like 6 of her pictures. Like soon as I got her on my Nurse B page, the girl, she was messaging me, and you could tell like she's about business. Okay, she was like, "Oh hey, thanks for the love." Da 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 da. Asked me what I like, what I did, and all this stuff. So I was like, "Okay, cool." You know, she inboxed me. She real cute.
Okay.
She hit me with the business opportunity. She like, "Hey, you know, you said you like to work out." I didn't even say nothing about. But my thing is, sis, why you didn't just look on my page? Like, at least read a caption, because I know I don't post the products a lot, but you could at least read a caption or something, bitch. Like, she like, yeah, I see you like to work out. You know, you could use that to help people and gain extra money. Just this long thing. And I was like, dang. I don't even know. I wanted to be like, I was going to respond to her and be like, I'm already in the company, you know, whatever. I was just like, I'm just gonna let it go. Like, I just didn't respond for
Exactly.
days or something. So it's been like a week now. But people be in it, like MLM. I will say, a lot of people think it's like kind of like a cult or something like that. But what I really think that it's a great way for people to start their entrepreneur journey. You know, it's a great.
Yeah. I tell people all the time that TLC is a vehicle to like what you really want to do. You know what I'm saying? But since I've been in TLC, I've been able to reboot my Loop by Lux brand, which we come with some more stuff, y'all. We had some manufacturing things, you know, COVID. But anyway, and I just recently started my own contract and landscaping business. And these are things that I've done within a year that I haven't been able to do over years. You know what I'm saying? I've always had the vision for these things, but I lacked a lot of things in personal development and just, you know, that's really the main thing. That's why I say like
Yeah.
TLC is a personal development company with some bomb ass products that come with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? In terms of the business. So yeah, like it's a vehicle to what you really want to do. I've always been that person that like at jobs, it's like, because they didn't even do what I did. I'm confused. Like when I started at the shipyard, I had my good old government job. And it was literally kids like 18, 19 coming in with me, making the same money, not doing the same amount of stuff. So in situations like this, when you're paid off of what you do,
So do you still work?
I mean, I don't work, but you know, I run my businesses. But but nah,
Job?
you said go ahead.
Do you work a job?
Nah,
Good.
nah. So I left all that, but yeah, like I'm just big on like you know what I'm saying, getting rewarded for what you do, and I feel like that's fair to me. Like I don't really understand people's mentality, how people really just people go hard for that, and that's fine. Like I'm with it. I'm with doing a 9 to 5 because if that's what you want to do, some people like their 9 to 5, and some people, you know, what I'm saying they just need a little extra help. Fine, but my thing is don't knock what I'm doing just to defend your 9 to 5 because I'm not going to knock your 9 to 5 to defend my business. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand how people like just go so hard for getting paid bi-weekly, but condemn getting paid daily. I just don't get it just don't work.
I don't understand it. Some days, but I think a lot of people they're not willing to accept the risk of being an entrepreneur. And a lot of people always gotta know how some shit gonna happen. How? How are you gonna do that? How? God is gonna bless me because he blesses his people, you know. This one girl was like, "Oh, but you're a nurse. How does that work? How do you feel about, where's your money at versus when you were working? How do you get paid?" Or something she asked me, and I was like, "Girl, The universe pays me. And, you know, honestly, like, there is not a dollar amount that I would trade for the peace that I have. The peace of mind that I have running my business. Some days it be slower. Some days it be lit. Some days it's in between. But it's just like, it's okay because God blesses his people. And a lot of people, like, with jobs, they don't even like the damn job. You know, and my thing is, you could never take the boss's job. You could never be the motherfucking CEO of motherfucking McDonald's. You're not going to be the CEO. You're never going to make money. You're never going to make that money. You know, it's like, you can work, okay, people making whatever they making, $150 a day, right? $150, $15 an hour. I don't know. It's just like, my thing was when I was working as a nurse, just like you said, I'm like, the stuff that I be doing, going over and above and beyond for y'all don't even give a fuck. I be cleaning up and just like how I present myself on Instagram, that's exactly how I present myself at work. You better know my area was, they already knew Brittany was here because my shit is organized, my shit is cleaned up, I done bleached down, my residence is together, my mess is past, all of that. So it was just like, y'all don't even appreciate me. And then, you know, a job will fire you and not even give a fuck. They will fire you next week. They forgot your name. They
already replaced.
Go back to the job. They like, oh, where did you work again?
Out of there.
The fuck. So it's just like me being able to create this space, create this community. And I really don't know where it's taking me. I feel like I do love being a health coach. I feel like, because now, you know, this is a whole new season for me. I feel like I'm being called to just create more content and sharing my story. So I need to, I have been, like, posting on YouTube. I need to get more consistent. I think that I overthink YouTube because I'm such a perfectionist, you know, like, I just be wanting my videos to be right. Like, I don't be wanting to just slap some shit on YouTube just because, you know. So just find a time to balance it. But I feel like God is really putting me in this space to just share my story. I'm going to be writing a book soon. I'm going to start writing a book. So this is the first time I really talked about it on live. But I really like my experiences, just even from like the traumas I experienced as a kid till now, even just so much. And I just want to share because I'm not mad at nobody. I have forgiven all of these people, and where the trauma stems from, it's just like a lot of people would be like, you got me fucked up. You know, a lot of people would be in a whole different space from the stuff that I've experienced. And for me, I look at it like, God made it happen to me, so I was supposed to learn from it. You know, I don't really look at stuff in the way that people, you know, other people do. You know, as a Sagittarius, I feel like we're just different, and I know my value. I know what I bring to the table, just like you said. So it's just like, now as I continue to know who the fuck I am, you know, I feel like the world needs to know who I am. The world needs to know, you know, and they need to be able to be inspired by my healing, by my perspective, by my changes. Because TLC did change me, but it was God, because boss lady said something about God, and she wanted to bring more people to God, and I had kind of fallen off. My spirit, my spirit really had fallen off, you know, and it was a lot of different factors that had me like that. Just going to God for when I wanted something, you know, just stuff like that. So now for me to be like, that's my ace, you know, being God, you know, it's totally different. It's like my life is really changing, and I'm manifesting things that I never thought I could. And it's like, yeah, the money's gonna come. I'm really ready to manifest the money, of course. Like, but it's just like the other things, you know, just like this apartment, you know, like I said, I wanted an apartment that had a lot of lights. I got a lot of light, like a lot of natural light. I got 8 windows in this whole wall is just windows. So, you know, so I'm just seeing where it takes me. Like I'm really, you know, optimistic. I'm open-minded. I know TLC is going to bring some amazing people in my life, but I think soon it's going to be like a shift. Like yeah, I got TLC, but I'm also doing this. I'm also doing this and this and this, you know. So I'm just open to receive.
Exactly. I'm with that. And even when it comes to the money, I tell people, when you love what you do, then you'll figure the rest out. Or better yet, God and the universe gonna figure the rest out for you. And that's been my experience this whole time. Like I'm telling you, I've been in the gutter. I mean, especially in the beginning, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I started March of last year. That's when everything really started getting bad in Virginia in terms of the pandemic. Then I became everything for my boys at that time, principal, PE teacher, you know what I'm saying? I became everything. It was just a lot going on, but I'm still here today. And if anything, I'm even better. So
Right.
it's like, when you love what you do, you'll figure that out. Like the money, you'll figure that out.
It is,
You
and
know
you
what I'm saying?
like one of my friends told me, if you do something, say if you doing something and you remove the money from it, would you still do it? And so I was like, okay, that's really good because I will still do this. I will still promote the products. I mean, I would be taking the product. So if money was removed, yeah, you know, and I think that that's what a lot of people have to think about, you know, even with their jobs. You know, I see people at their job 20 years, they be at the damn Save a Lot. At the for 20 years, and because they're making $35 an hour, but they hate it. They hate their boss. They're uncomfortable. They tired all the time. But it's like, okay, if the money was removed, would you still do it? Would you still be showing up every day? You know. So I don't really be caring. I mean, I don't want to say I don't care about money. Of course, money. Of course, if I was a millionaire, we would definitely be different. You know. But the millions are coming. It's just the feelings. You know. It's the it's just the feelings that you that you get, you know, in these different in this space. So that's what I'm so grateful for.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I agree.
Well, I know this has been lit, and I thought I actually got a little something at 8:30. I didn't even realize what time it was, y'all.
Right. Yes,
This is cute. I like this. Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so I definitely can't wait for next week. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody enjoyed this. I know I did. I definitely enjoyed learning so much about you, but I didn't even know your name was Brittany. I ain't even gonna lie.
So is your name really Lux?
Nah, it ain't. But y'all don't even know my government. You know what I'm saying? I got people watching.
Okay, okay, I respect that.
Nah, just like, not just like my name actually Javen. That's my name.
Okay,
Yeah, Javen. But I go by Vin. So,
okay, all right, then, cool.
but yeah, yeah. So I definitely appreciate it. What did you have any closing remarks, Miss B?
So I would say thank you guys for watching. We share a lot, and it's more where that comes from. Y'all see, we couldn't even stop talking. It was just so much tea ready to spill, and I had my little fruit punch on the side. Don't get,
Okay.
don't forget about that. But yes, you guys, I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys could pull some little tips and tricks and tidbits out of there that can help you on your spiritual journey, your business journey, whatever business that you in. If you're not in a business and you're looking to start a business, go ahead and join Lux or me. You know, you can definitely get in, and we really love the business, love the personal development, all of that. It's going to really take you to a whole nother level. So catch us next week, y'all. Same time, same place. And we out of here. See you.
All right,
All right.
Queen.
Bye bye.